So another week, another lessons in property. And this week we're going to talk about development finance and 100% development finance. So what is development finance? Development finance is where you borrow money, and it's a product which will allow for the purchase of a site or a property and the development out of that site. Bridging finance you typically use to acquire an asset. Development finance you use to build out or convert that asset, in layman's terms. So the project that we're looking at came to us because it had a very healthy profit against end value. And to be eligible for 100% development finance, the requirement is certainly at least 25% profit against that end value. So easy maths. Let's say you've got an end value of 10 million quid. You need to have profit of 2.5 million. And this is before the cost of finance. So it's after the purchase, after the bills, everything like that, contingency, you should have that amount of profit left. And with this scheme, the guys came to us, it was a 9-unit scheme in Scarborough. The end value was circa 3.5 million, with the purchase being 900 grand, and then the build costs giving a total purchase and build out of about 2.5, 2.6 million. So there's nearly £1 million worth of profit in it. So it ticks that box of over 25% profit against GDV, or gross development value. And what they were doing was acquiring a site where the build out was going to be 3 detached houses, 4 semis, and 2 dormer bungalows. Now it doesn't have to be that, it could be all apartments, but the lender in question does prefer a mixture of apartments and houses, and if the houses, they prefer them to be, in fact apartments as well, more middle of the market. So for that area, if the values of properties are between, let's say, 200,000 and 600,000, then they would prefer them to be 3 to 500,000 in that typical range. It makes it a lot easier for them to sell, because with this product, it's designed for you to acquire a property or a site, build out or convert, and sell on within 18 months. So it's ideal for schemes that are maybe up to about 20 or so units. 18 months might be the time scale, but there's also a loan amount or a profit amount that needs to be applicable to the scheme. Because the lender is effectively joint venturing with you, they want a certain amount of profit in the site, and they want really about 200 grand's worth as a minimum amount. Hence the loan amount going from about £1 million to £10 million. That's the kind of sites it suits. Now the clients came to us with this scheme which looked perfect, and we sent it across to the lender, but when their team had gone through it, they rejected it. And this does happen a fair bit. The reason they rejected it is because it wasn't the profit on cost or profit on GDV, and it wasn't the type of housing. You know, we had a nice spread of bungalows, semis, detached housing. It was because the higher end properties, the detached houses, of which there were 4, they were a bit too high end for the lender. They were sort of pushing the boundaries of that area, about 600, 650 grand. When the lender was looking at sold comparables, really the highest values were sort of 450, 500 grand. So that made them a little bit nervous, because they thought that these properties might be sticking on the market a bit too long. But this does happen. But if you've got a site that you're looking at, it could be a conversion, it could be out of the ground build, and there's a healthy profit against GDV, there's sufficient number of units whereby the loan that you're after is between about 1 million and 10 million pounds, and the properties that you're looking to build or convert aren't right at the upper end of the market for that area, the kind of mid-value, then get in touch, because this scheme might just be perfect for you. On the next episode of Lessons in Property, I'm going to be talking about collateral charges. What's that? Stay tuned and you'll find out.